Hello and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'll be teaching you how to crochet a turtle keychain. I have linked below the written pattern for this keychain as well as the crochet kit that I sell on my website, which includes everything that you see in this video. So to begin, you will need 2 colours of chunky yarn, a 5mm crochet hook, toy stuffing, a keychain, 2 size 10mm safety eyes and backs, as well as a needle. To begin this pattern, we are going to be starting with our brown yarn, and we are going to start by single crocheting 6 times into a magic ring. Make sure to gently pull the tail in the center to close the magic ring. Now we are going to be increasing into each of the 6 stitches, which should give us 12 stitches in our round. For the third round, we are going to be single crocheting in the next stitch and then increasing in the next stitch, and we are going to be repeating that 6 times overall for 18 stitches in our round. For the fourth round, we are going to be single crocheting in the next 2 stitches and then increasing in the next stitch. We'll be repeating this 6 times for 24 stitches overall in the round. Now for round 5, we are going to be single crocheting into each stitch of the round. So we'll be single crocheting 24 times, once in each stitch. Now we will be single crocheting 24 times again, but this time we will be working in the front loop only. So I've put a little diagram in the corner to show you which one is the front loop. So we'll be single crocheting into each stitch of the round 24 times, only working in the front loop of each stitch. Once you are done, slip stitch in the front loop of the next stitch and then cut off. Leave a longish tail, as this tail is what we will use to sew the keychain on. Now we are going to flip the shell, and we are going to be working in the back stitch of the previous round. It should be visible. We are going to be changing to our green yarn. So insert your hook into the stitch, grab your green yarn, yarn over and pull the green yarn through, and then yarn over again and pull through again. Now you have a chain on your hook, and you are going to be single crocheting into each stitch of the round. For the next round, we are going to be single crocheting in the next 2 stitches and then decreasing in the next stitch, repeating this 6 times overall for 18 stitches in the round. For the next round, we will be single crocheting in the next stitch and then decreasing in the next, repeating this 6 times overall for 12 stitches in the round. I would recommend adding your stuffing here. Now insert your hook again, and we are going to be decreasing into each stitch. So we'll be decreasing a total of 6 times, and that will give us 6 stitches in our round. Once you are done, slip stitch in the next stitch and cut off. Leave a longish tail for sewing the body shut. Now to sew the body up, we will be inserting our yarn into the eye of the needle. Then you will be inserting your needle into the closest stitch on the left and then pulling it through. You will be repeating this for the other 5 stitches. Then, once you are done, very gently pull the tail and it will close the body. Once the body is shut, insert your needle into one of the close by stitches and push the needle all the way through the body. Then use your scissors to cut off the excess tail that you have. Now we will be making the head. Beginning in green yarn, single crochet 5 times into a magic ring. For the next round, you will be increasing into each stitch. This will give you 10 stitches in the round. For the next round, we'll be single crocheting in the next stitch and then increasing in the next. We'll be repeating this 5 times overall, which will give you 15 stitches in your round. Now we will be single crocheting into each stitch of the round. So we will be single crocheting 15 times. For the next round, we'll be single crocheting in the next stitch and then decreasing in the next. We'll be repeating this 5 times overall, which will give you 10 stitches in your round. Once you are done, insert your safety eyes roughly 3 to 4 stitches apart. Insert your hook back into the loop and then slip stitch in the next stitch and cut off. Leave a long tail for sewing the head to the body. Now add a small amount of stuffing to your head. Now we are going to be making the fins. So beginning with green yarn, we are going to be single crocheting 5 times into a magic ring. Next, you will be increasing in each stitch, so you'll be increasing 5 times, and that will give you a total of 10 stitches in your round. Now, before starting this next step, what I like to do is I like to cut the center tail shorter, as we are now going to fold our circle in half. So fold your circle. So now what we are going to do is we are going to crochet through both stitches on each side. So both stitches should be squished together. So you're going to insert your hook into the first stitch and then insert it into the second, and then single crochet through both of those stitches. And you are going to repeat that going down the fin, so you will do that another 4 times. Now we are going to be sewing everything together, starting with the head. So take the long tail that you left and insert it into the eye of the needle. Position the head under the lip of the shell, which is the raised border that you made. And now we are going to start sewing. So begin by inserting your needle into the closest stitch on the body and pulling through. Then insert your needle into the next stitch on the head and pull through. And you are going to be repeating that the whole way around the head. Now we are going to be sewing the fins to the body, so insert the yarn tail into your needle and then position your fins roughly 2 stitches away from the head. Make sure you position them under this lip, and I sew along the brown/green join line. So insert your hook into the fin and then fully pull through, and then insert your needle into the closest stitch of the body and pull through. Then at the end you'll be finishing by inserting your needle into the body and then pushing the needle fully through the body. Then you will cut this tail off. You can also tie a knot and then cut the tail off and then just push the knot into the body. Repeat this another 3 times for all 3 fins. We will be sewing on the keychain, so take the brown yarn tail from the shell and insert that into your needle. We will be inserting the needle into the back stitch of the stitch to the left. And then we will be doing the same for the next stitch to the left. Then insert your needle under the lip and through the body. Try to push it through so that your needle pokes out of the center. You can also use your needle to jiggle the little lip bit about so that it doesn't look as harsh and blends in a lot easier. Now grab your keychain and insert the needle into the bottom of the keychain. And push it all the way down, and then insert your needle into one of the closest stitches on the body. And then push your needle all the way through, and we'll be repeating that about 4 to 5 times. This just makes it so that the keychain is secure and won't pull out. Like we did with the fins, to finish up, we will be pushing our needle through the entire body. And I am also making a knot here, and then I will be cutting my yarn tail, and I will then be pushing the knot that I made into the body. So just using my needle, I am just poking it in. And now you are all done with your turtle keychain. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more crochet content. And thank you so much for watching.